Hi, this is Rishi Patel, and today we're going to talk about your strongest trait might be lowering your self esteem. So, most people believe their strongest trait is something to be proud of, being empathetic, being disciplined, being self aware, and in many ways that's true, but there is a part nobody talks about, and that is the same trait that makes you strong can also quietly lower your self esteem. Let's see how. If you are someone who thinks deeply, cares about others, and wants to do things right, you have probably noticed something confusing. You know you are capable, but you still feel unsure, hesitant, and mentally heavy. So it doesn't make sense because your strength is also your pressure. So every strong trait has a two sides. Used well, it builds you. Used without awareness, it drains you. So most people don't notice when the shift happens. They keep using their strength even when it starts working against them. So take empathy. At its best, empathy helps you understand people deeply. But when it becomes unbalanced, you start overthinking others' emotions, taking responsibility for how people feel, adjusting yourself to avoid discomfort, and slowly you stop asking what you feel. Empathy turns into self neglect. Now take self awareness. At its best, it helps you grow, but when it's become excessive, you start analyzing every thought, questioning every action, watching yourself constantly. And instead of clarity, you create a pressure. You don't just experience life, you monitor it. Now take discipline. At its best, it builds consistency. But when it becomes rigid, you start being hard on yourself, never feeling satisfied, pushing even when you need rest. And what looked like strength becomes internal pressure. What's actually happening? Your strength becomes your identity. And once it becomes your identity, you overuse it. You rely on it in every situation, when even when it's not needed. So the problem is not your trait, it's lack of balance. When strength is overused, it turns into pressure, and pressure is what lowers self-esteem. So what's the shift? That is, you don't remove the trait, you regulate it, you balance it, right? Use empathy but don't abandon yourself. Use awareness but don't over monitor. Use discipline but don't punish yourself. So strength becomes healthy when it includes you, right? Include yourself. Value yourself. So you don't need to become someone else. You need to stop overusing what already works. And when your strengths are balanced, they build confidence instead of draining it. If this pattern feels familiar to you, this is exactly what I help people work through in my one-on-one confidence and clarity sessions. And if empathy and overgiving have shaped your life in a negative manner, you can also check my book out. Both links are in descriptions. And your strength is not your problem. How you use it is. So be natural, be authentic, become unshakable. Love you all. Thank you for watching this video.